Alright, well, I tried to visit. I'm passing by now the cemetery. Maybe there's another entrance here. Oh, maybe we can enter here. I'm going into the cemetery now of the Spanish and Portuguese synagogue. And we have buried here one of the oldest Talmidei Chachamim in America. We'll talk a little bit more when we get there. Let's pause the video for a moment. Rabbi Baer Kursheedt. I believe it's not far from here. So let's pause the video. So I'm here, like I said, at the grave, at the cemetery of the Spanish and Portuguese synagogue, Shearith Israel. This is, I believe, the third or fourth cemetery belonging to that congregation. The first two actually are in Manhattan, which is quite interesting because there really aren't that many cemeteries at all in Manhattan, let alone Jewish cemeteries. And as far as active, only Jewish cemeteries, there aren't anymore, although I think there's one cemetery in Manhattan that still takes burials, and there they do have a Jewish section. That's where Ed Koch is buried, but other than that, there really aren't any Jewish cemeteries in Manhattan that are active, but you do have these old ones from colonial and even pre-colonial times. But here you have, in Queens, really just, I didn't realize how close it was to the Rav HaKollel, because I had never been by the Rav HaKollel before, but I have been here a few years ago, at least 2 or 3 times. And the reason why I'm most interested in this particular grave is because I was a rabbi in Richmond, Virginia for a number of years, and Rabbi Baer Kursheedt was one of the first rabbis to serve Richmond. Technically, they say he wasn't an ordained rabbi, but he probably used the title rabbi as was customary. And he was also, although probably his official title would have been reverend, but despite that, he was really the first real, what we call Talmid Chacham. He was the first rabbinical scholar in America, meaning you had people before who were pious and could learn a little bit, and maybe they could read Shulchan Aruch, and they could maybe paskin a shayla, maybe they knew how to be a moyel or a shoichet, things like that. But as far as someone who actually learned in a real yeshiva, you didn't really have people like that. And the first one was Rabbi Baer Kursheedt. Now, I think we're going to have to pause the video so we can find out where exactly this grave is, because it's been a number of years since I've been here, but maybe we could try to play it by ear if I remember. I remember one time I was here and a pretty nasty dog was chasing me. So, and I told that to my father. He said that happened to him once in this area as well, that he was chased by a dog in a cemetery, probably somewhere around this Cypress Hill area of Queens as well. So Rabbi Baer Kursheedt was a student of Rav Nathan Adler, who was the Rebbe of the Chassam Sofer. I think I'm gonna have to turn this video off, because I'm not one who edits videos, so we'll stop the video now. I'll look on my friend's website, kevarim.com. My friend Baruch Amzel has a website there, and we will look as to where it's listed, where is he buried. There are a few other famous people buried here, I believe. Oh, here's Emma Lazarus, who wrote the who wrote the famous "Give us your poor and the hungry yearning to breathe free." I believe this is her grave, if I'm not mistaken. It says Emile Lazarus died in Emily Lazarus died in 1895. I'm not sure if that's her. Could very well be. And that's, of course, that's what's engraved on the Statue of Liberty. I think I was looking for the Italian wall lizards that are invasive species here. I thought I heard one. I believe this is Emma Lazarus, if I'm not mistaken. This is her grave, I believe. I could be wrong. In any event, there are a lot of... That's probably the most famous person buried here. Houdini is buried not too far in another cemetery nearby. But again, I'd like to find Rabbi Yisrael Baer. So let's, again, pause this video. I'll switch over to looking online, looking at the Kvarim.com, KEVARIM.com website. There's actually a picture of me there back when I was in Richmond visiting there on the website. So we'll pause now, and then we'll go and look for the kever, and we'll tell some more stories about Rabbi Yisrael Baer Kursheedt.